What you tell him?
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
That's right, y'all. The Slim Reaper is here. We are smoking
Slim
that
Reaper.
We are burning that sage.
Hashtag stage out.
Sage forgot who the Slim Reaper was.
God.
He forgot who Kyrie was. And I'm here to say we
Slim
smoking.
Reaper, how you feel about Harden? Slim Reaper, how you feel about Harden?
Who?
Who?
What fat?
James Harden. James Harden.
That fat I said was 1 for 10 in the first quarter. That motherfucker.
Yeah, you mean James Harden?
You talking about the role player?
You mean Lane Harden? Lane Larden?
Lane Larden?
I'm confused.
Hard bubble bass in effect.
The guy who's right now requesting a trade out of Philly, like automatically.
You talking about the bench player?
I'm curious about all the PR. Where was all those PR videos of this man working out, running stairs,
washed Harden?
You said he wanted to go to Philly to win. You wanted to go to Philly to win. He said he wanted to go to Philly because he had a better chance of winning. Hello?
So let me get this straight. He left me, Slim Reaper, Kyrie, and all the beautiful role players we have for that shit?
Let's get it.
Burn the sage. Hey, yo, I gotta go. I'll be back. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here, y'all.
Shout out to Slim Reaper, man. We had a Slim Reaper,
Enjoy
man.
that pack tonight.
All right, Slim Reaper, thank you for joining us, man.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Y'all forgot who I was.
You know who he is. Yes, let's get it up. Let's get it up.
Smoke.
Clean the fuck out of here. Let's go, yo. I want to punch my laptop right now. That's how. What's good, y'all? It's Next Kingdom, yo. We got Julian. We got everybody's in the house tonight. You know the vibes.
Everybody got to be here.
Smoking on that Philly. Only smoking on that Philly pack.
I want to show something on the screen, bro, but I can't. I don't want you to get banned. I want to show something. I'm not gonna.
Hold on. Yeah, we gotta hold on. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of Philly switches. We got to smoke. You know what I'm saying? We're smoking on that Philly pack tonight. Let me shout out to the chat. Yo, hit that like, but we need at least 300 likes for this. 300 likes.
How many people in here?
Philly pack. We got 374 people in here. 300 likes for that Philly pack. You know what I'm saying? Let me read some comments. Lev, what's good, Lev? Let's good. Yeah, you know the vibes. Cake Spoon, Katie and Kyrie. Yeah. AK718, what's good? Uncle Drew 11. Yo. Marquise Simmons, yo. Outstanding innovation, what's good? Fabian, what's good? Yeah, W's in the chat. Yeah. Daquan Cunningham, what's good? Ariel Gonzalez, yo. And Gemini P, what's good? Gemini P. WTM, yo. Joey, what's good? El Barbu. Ooh, Philly cheesesteaks. I don't know. I'm gonna have to throw that Philly cheesesteak in the garbage. PV, Champagne Poppy was good. Ill Will 90 was good.
The fuck?
It's Clan MCG was good. Yeah. We getting hyped tonight. Y'all know what it is.
I thought it was gonna be competition. I didn't see it,
bro.
We smoking flavors tonight.
We smoking flavors. Y'all really thought y'all were nice. You know what I'm saying? And you Philly fans.
They won the trade.
Hold on. You Philly fans, y'all paid all that money for a ticket just to walk into Wells Fargo Arena and boo your own team. That's
bands?
How sick you guys are.
Bands?
Four bands for a ticket just to boo. Y'all woke up 3 a.m. in the morning to go to Ben Simmons Hotel to take this fat L. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all paid $500 for some. Y'all paid $500 for some nosebleeds to see an ass kicking. That's crazy.
They woke up 3 a.m.
They paid 4 racks to see their team get their ass bust. That's crazy.
That ass beat.
Couldn't be us.
couldn't be us.
As Katie says, it's hard to boo Ben Simmons when your own team is losing by so much. Now you got to boo them.
Saying, bro.
It's hard for you to chant at Ben Simmons when you're losing by so much.
Harden. And y'all can go back to that Harden stream that I did when I predicted this shit would happen. And when adversity gets, when the Philly and Embiid and Harden, when adversity hits, he doesn't embrace the grind. He's always gonna run from the grind. He's always gonna run from the grind. Playoffs.
Joel kind of ran from it too, though, like a little bit. The only reason his numbers were good is because he was finessing fouls. Like he kind of ran from it too. Out the fucking gate in the first half, bro. Katie and Kyrie. I've been telling y'all about that championship experience. I've been telling y'all about it. Like what they had like 16 and 17, bro.
And what I love about today, Katie and Kyrie said there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. You know what I mean? There's superstars and there's stars. The stars are going to show up when the lights are bright. You know what I'm saying? Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And that's facts.
Let me put this out there.
Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
And let's put this out there.
Harden's not tough. He's a quitter. You feel me?
Let me get close to the mic for this one. Yeah. Never, ever mention Joel Embiid's name next to Kevin Durant in your life. Never. All y'all Philly fans talk that hot shit, talking about how does it feel to get beaten by the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Since when did KD get a Philly jersey? I must have forgot.
Hey, that's a good question.
I checked, he started going on that streak when he got injured. And what did he do? What did he do to get this game?
You saw him on that bench. Trying to get that leg wrap. He wasn't ready for the smoke. Kyrie took it personal tonight. Kyrie guarded him one-on-one. He took it personal tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
and Harden didn't want no smoke.
Harden
want no smoke. Harden didn't want no smoke. But we smoking on that Philly pack, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. We smoking on that Philly pack.
They said that I heard they said that Joel Embiid was the best player and he was a better scorer than KD. That's what I heard.
No. That's not facts.
I thought Joel Embiid was better than Jokic.
Wait, is that the MVP y'all were talking about? That's 5 for 17. That's the MVP. That's MVP.
Better than Giannis?
20 free throws in the first half. 20 free throws in the first half. 20 free throws. That's sad.
Oh, that's Philly. Silly Philly. Yo, cause silly 76ers. Silly 76ers. Y'all really thought you were nice.
If we were in the playoffs, bro, and the refs didn't blow the whistle, you know we sweep them, right? Like they need shit to fall in place to compete with us, bro. Like they need, and even when the refs was blowing the whistle a lot for Joel in the first half, we still finished the half up by 20. Like, we don't need to see no more, bro. Like people are gonna say, "Oh, it's one game." No, bro. Like we don't even have Ben Simmons. Like
I said, there's levels to this. No Ben Simmons, bro. There's levels to this stuff, bro. But I'm gonna break down the game. I just had to talk real quick because these Philly fans was all in my mentions. You know how the stands be with the Harden beard and they have the profile pic as Harden. All in my mentions, all in my DMs.
And it's funny too, bro. It's funny too. Those Harden stands just camp in our spaces. They camp in our spaces.
Yeah, they probably in here right now watching.
Where y'all at now? I don't see no Harden.
They're ashamed. They ashamed. They don't shame them. They're ashamed of them.
The straight tweets. The tweets about the Nets and about how hard he got where he wanted to go, and he's in a better situation now. What?
Yeah, man. Hold on. We got some. I think we got some super chats.
Spacing with the Sixers, huh?
My fault if I missed our super chats, bro. The chat's going crazy right now.
I saw that tonight. The lack of shooting that they had. I was like, ooh.
Shout out Mark Rez. He said when the game started, KD had that look in his eyes, and I knew tonight the Nets was going to be different. Yeah, we was all locked in. I've never seen Kyrie. Kyrie had that look tonight, bro.
They both had that look, bro.
Kyrie had no emotion. Did you see Kyrie? He had no emotion tonight, bro. Like it was legit serious. Even when they won, he just walked off the court. He didn't say nothing to Harden. He didn't say nobody dapped up Harden.
He was just on his bullshit. I mean, you saw Katie was talking to Embiid early. Katie was hitting crazy shots early. I mean, we weren't
started off 5 for 5.
Yeah. All right, but let's break down the game. We're gonna break down the game. I mean,
what
game was it?
Before you break down the game, what did I miss?
No, we were just talking our shit about Philly. Talking our shit. Yeah.
Nobody showed up. All right.
Yeah. So the first call.
We're all muted right now.
Sorry?
Everybody was muted somehow.
It might be sound in this.
W breakdown.
That was the best breakdown. It's got sound in it.
They got sound in it. Whatever. No highlights. in the first quarter, Durant and Irving had 11 on each side. Embiid had 16. Early on, we did a good job of doubling Embiid. You know what I'm saying? We went to Embiid. They went to Embiid in the post. We did at first we kind of were late on the double, but we doubled Embiid in that first quarter, and I think that really affected it kind of made Embiid kick it out to Harden, and this kind of pointed out against the Sixers. They don't really shooters like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they were kicking it out, and these guys was not shooting. These guys, they don't got 3-point shooters. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? And second quarter, that's when. Oh man, when KD and Kyrie started cooking up. Well, first Kyrie hit that buzzer beater 3 at the first quarter, so you know it was a wrap after that. And halftime came, Sixers. We beating the Sixers 72-51. A X factor tonight. I want a big shout out to the X factor tonight. Seth Curry. Oh man, Seth Curry. Like
how about the whole bench was the X factor?
Yeah,
Seth,
we'll put up a poll. We'll put up a poll.
Bruce Brown. I mean, everybody was. I know Bruce started, but I'm just saying, like, we talked in spaces too, that we were like, what the role players and what everybody else does around Kyrie and KD is going to be a huge factor. And we tried to debate benches and role player, and every one of them stepped up tonight. Clax, everybody.
Yes, Seth Curry, amazing night. I think he had 24. He had 24. In the third quarter, Nets led the 76ers 102-70. And like I said, there's not much to break down about this game. We just did a great job. You know what I'm saying? We did a great job defending Embiid. Harden, like Bruce Brown on Harden this game, I just felt like he did a good job of containing Harden. We kind of forced Harden to the refs. I guess the refs were not. This is what playoff basketball is going to be like officiated, because this foul baiting stuff, Embiid's going to get his fouls, but this foul baiting stuff that Harden be doing, like I said, that's not gonna carry well into the playoffs, bro. Him trying to draw these fouls. If you keep your hands up, you keep your hands up and play good defense and put your chest out, Harden's not gonna get that call.
This was accurate, like high pressure playoff game Harden. Like this was accurate.
Yeah. Nah, I agree. So Durant had 25 by the third quarter. Curry had 24. Again, Kyrie was amazing tonight. Kyrie was guarding Harden one-on-one, and he was shooting threes, hitting step backs on Harden. So you could tell he took his personal, because he had 3 fouls. I think he got 3 fouls in the first half, and he still wanted to guard Harden. That's how much all of that. Bro, he still wanted to guard Harden, bro.
He understood the assignment though.
Before you guys go on to continuing, there's just 2 super chats. Got to acknowledge real quick. Mark Rez, appreciate you. Saint, I see you like my Twitter meme, smoking on the Sixers pack. AJ, I'm telling you that the documentary coming on the greatest season comeback in NBA history. Shout out to Tyron Winston. Kyrie is baby Kobe. Mamba mentality. Facts.
Yeah.
Appreciate your guys' super chat.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, there's not much to break down. Like I said, these guys were just not ready. You know what I'm saying? Philly's not ready. We see the weaknesses in their game, bro. They don't got shooters. When Harden's not hitting, and Embiid's not hitting, well, Embiid, like I said, when Embiid's not hitting and Harden's not hitting, they have problems because they have no bench depth. They put DeAndre Jordan in. He couldn't guard nobody when he put him in. Maxey was a no show. Thibault was trash. I'm glad we didn't get him in the trade.
Was absolutely terrible.
Dude,
it was terrible.
That whole bench had no
shoot open shots, and he missed them all.
The only person that was real, like the only 2 Sixers that felt like they were really in the game was Tobias and Embiid. Everybody else looked shell shocked.
I'll argue this.
Maxey, Thibault, all the dudes that came in, it was like they had no clue what the hell was going on.
Our defense was great though.
But
because of our defense.
But looking at this, right? What did Embiid do out of those free throws? Take away those free throws. What did he do?
He was still hitting open shots. Like, listen, I'm not going to shit on. I'm not shitting on Embiid. I'm shitting on Harden. I'm shitting on Harden and everybody else. Like Harris and Embiid showed up to play, but nobody else did around them. Like straight up. Like I love that we beat Embiid, but it's like, listen, Embiid is who he is, and he still gave him numbers. He was hitting open shots. He was hitting little fadeaways. He was getting to the free throw, but the rest of his team around him shut down. They completely shut down.
I don't even care. I don't even care. Like that he went 5 for 17. So that's all.
Oh my!
Shout out to Night. Appreciate super chat. At AJ, Clax showed up tonight.
Yeah, we got like I said, there was a two guys, Seth and Clax, man. Seth and Clax tonight were amazing. And when Drummond went down with that ankle injury,
fuck Embiid for that,
up, bro.
We saw that. Fuck Embiid for that.
Yeah.
We saw what Embiid did.
Shout out to Stephen O. Like I said,
he completely stepped on his foot. Which
that wasn't on purpose, bro. That wasn't on purpose. That when you look at the replay on that,
it looked like he pushed it. It looked like he pushed him though. When he pushed Drummond, he looked like he pushed Drummond.
Yeah, Embiid didn't try to step on him on purpose. That was just part of the play. But I agree, there was some physicality going on, but that step on his foot wasn't intentional. Thank God he was able to come back.
Yeah, but
shout out to Stephen O real quick at Saint. Like I said all year, I'm not worried at all. Hey, tell me that when we're in the playoffs, and then I'll agree with you.
Yeah, bro, you tripping.
Yeah, we still got a long way to go. This is just one game.
Work to do.
This is one game.
AJ, you put up an empty poll. I don't know what the yes and no means. That's what
ratchet.
Oh, no.
Ratchet poll.
Yes, it's crazy. 92% just said yes.
Yes, whatever it is, yes.
Whatever it is, yes. No, my fault. I was trying to put up the X Factor poll. I think I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah.
What's amazing about a win tonight is that it was another one of those wins that was a complete team win, right? Like it wasn't just KD saving you, it wasn't Kyrie saving you. It was a straight up from beginning to end team win all around. Everybody stepped in. Like shout out to Clax, right? Like I still think James Harden was probably the worst mentor for Clax. And it's like I'm glad he's not around him. I'm glad Claxton is seeing probably a more healthier, better like examples to follow. But like even he stepped in. Like I was like at first when I saw him like Drummond go down and Clax came in, I was like, oh man, here we go. But Clax was smart. He didn't try to body with him. He just tried to stay in front of him and disrupt him. And I got to give that man his flowers because he definitely played his role when Drummond went out.
You know what we did a good job of stripping, like, you know, when they because Embiid and Harden, they do a lot of like with their arms, swinging the ball in their arms. We did a good job of swiping the ball down because they kept bringing that ball down low. And I know when Embiid is 7 foot, if you keep the ball down here, it gives the guards an opportunity to just swipe at it. You know what I'm saying? So he kept bringing the ball down, and they were swiping that. You know what I'm saying?
We really shut Harden's foul bait down, but Joel, we kind of struggled with it in the beginning, but afterwards,
he was getting a lot of floppy like touch foul calls. Like they were giving him a lot of weird calls.
Yeah. That man was 5 for 17.
I got a question for you. Are you more happy that we beat the 76ers, or are you more happy that like Harden had as shitty as game as he had? Because I'm like low key, I'm really enjoying the fact that Harden was sitting there going, "What did I do? what did I do?"
It's so easy to guard, bro.
But you got to look at it like this. I'm more happy we beat them as a team as a whole because leading up to this, everybody was talking shit. Harden fans, Sixers fans. Don't even get me started with Danny Green. He went on a whole press run solely to slander Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, exactly.
He literally went on a press
run. Shout out to add to what you're saying, Chubb. Shout out to Jay. Before I was in Spaces before I got in here, and he said it. He's like, you know, this whole team, the media, the fans, everybody spent all this energy and effort on Ben Simmons coming there, and they forgot to fucking play basketball.
They're all worried about Ben. Like I told you, they were waking up 3 a.m. in the morning to go to this man's hotel and boo him, and y'all ended up booing your own team because y'all getting blasted by 40. You know what I'm saying, or 30 points, whatever it was. Y'all getting this game was over. This game was over by the third quarter. It was over.
Yeah, third quarter was over. And someone else, Niang, he said, "Wow, it's finally here for a player to come here that actually knows what to do and wants to win." What did you do? Y'all were so busy trying to be petty and slowly didn't even realize there was a game to be played. And guess what? Y'all got smacked on your home floor. Brooklyn chants in the fourth quarter.
Let me read some comments, bro. The comments is going. Comments is going crazy. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Nets Kingdom. Shout out Nets Nation, bro. Nets Nation in the
bro. I got a Kyrie quote for you. Kyrie said, "If you come at Ben, you come at us."
Big game. Big game. Mafia. Stop playing.
Shout out Cruside. He said Nets is scary without Ben. Sixers and 6. What? He said Sixers. Oh, this is a Sixers. You have the nerve to come in here, Cruside. You have the nerve to come in here as a Sixers fan. I thank you for the super chat, bro. We appreciate it. You know, you're donating to the
trash,
good W, the better team. You're donating to the better team. But you have the nerve in here to come in here after getting blasted by 40, by 30.
Hey, yeah, shout out to him for spending money. You know,
that's terrible.
At least he didn't spend money on the game tonight. He spent money here on the Nest Nation, but he didn't spend money on the game.
Imagine if you're one of those people that bought like you're a Sixers fan and you brought like a fucking, $3,000 ticket to sit on the front row.
And imagine buying a $500 seat nosebleeds. $500.
Yeah, imagine your team waved the white flag at the beginning of the fourth quarter and sat all their starters. Ooh.
Bub ass Philly. They
paid $4 racks to see that.
4 racks. How you gonna pay 4 racks to your team lose by 30? I would be tight, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would be tight if
the media. I can't wait to see what the media say. Oh my God, they're 5-0. It's the best duo in the league. Oh my God, they're gonna win it all, bro. They played 5 bum ass teams.
Like, the game was literally over at the end of the third quarter. That is insane.
Yeah,
it was over in the first.
I was about to say first half. I would argue we was up by almost 20.
We gave James Harden his first L in a Sixers uniform.
Facts. Let me read what the poll is. The poll right now. I put up the poll. Who was the X factor for the night? Nest Nation is voting. 74% said Seth Curry. 12% say Nic Claxton, and then Bruce Brown and Dre didn't get. Oh yo, Seth Curry's getting most of these votes.
Seth scored better than Joel Embiid.
So basically, we didn't even need Ben Simmons.
No, we didn't. That's what I've been saying this, bro.
Simmons to win tonight. Because we were talking to a Sixers fan before the game, and I asked him straight up. I'm like, I don't know why you guys are acting like KD and Kyrie and our squad is not enough to beat you guys. Like have you forgotten who these guys are?
Since the day they got traded here, I've been saying that both of them on the same team is a championship. It's a way better OKC. It's a way better Cleveland. I've been saying that. I don't ever be surprised at shit like this.
But let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a really basketball show. What do you guys think about Philly? What are their problems? Do you guys what did you guys see? What do you think Philly is? Are they missing anything, or is it
their ass?
That's the problem.
They rely on the
Let's keep it. If you want to keep it 100, if you can disrupt Harden and Embiid's game, they are pretty thin because it's I've literally watched every game that Ben and since Harden got there to see
W scouter,
and it's what I was astounded by them is if you can't control the Harden to the Embiid setup, they have everything they need to be lethal, right? Because when Harden was getting his calls, the games that I saw, Embiid was getting incredible spacing to operate after the pick and roll, right? Every once they did that, or they would go 2 on Harden as Harden moved slightly past the 3-point line and he would dish to Embiid. There would be nobody there in the paint to stop him. And he was just eating all day. And then it was either kick out to Niang, kick out to Maxey, and it just was working. And it's the unfortunate with that team is that if you can somehow control the Harden aspect of that, because you're not going to control Embiid and you're not going to stop him, right? But if you can control Harden, that team really isn't that great because you can't rely on Tobias Harris for consistency. Maxey is only going to be as effective as much as Embiid and Harden can feed him. Same thing with Niang. It just they do get weak, or how should I say this? They don't have enough past Harden and Embiid to really rely on.
Yeah.
If you can stop those other two guys,
if you
they're extremely thin there.
If you can I would just say before you even get to that too, bro, if you can just not allow them to go to the line and you guard them intelligently like we did this game. We did, bro. We guarded Harden so good for the whole game. He didn't get to the line. He couldn't get his rhythm. He couldn't get no points. I would just say that at bare minimum, if you did that to Harden and you guarded him properly and you didn't allow him to go to the free throw line like that, I would say just that alone, we will win every time.
Yeah, let me add a bit more in depth. You got to look at it like this. They are really missing that genuine go-to bucket outside of Embiid and Harden. Like, yes, you have Tobias. Yes, you have Maxey. But when you have a team that played them like we did, they were irrelevant. They were genuinely irrelevant. And whenever Tobias turned it on, it was damn near like too little, too late. Like,
yeah. He's always a no-show. You can never count on that man.
Yeah.
Y'all bum ass Philly is paying that man $38 million. Y'all paying that bum ass Tamaxius Harris $38 million and to do
Bum
nothing.
Philly,
to do just stand there. He's just standing there. He's a cone to KD. He's a cone.
Yeah.
KD just
but yeah, he dead ass was a cone.
He's a cone, bro. That's all he is. They paying $38 million for that man to be a cone, Tobias Harris.
Now, Maxey can be that third option they can go to, but we haven't really seen him with Harden and Embiid against teams that are really trying to lock up. And this game is the first time we've seen that.
How old is he?
He's young as hell. He's just his second year in the league. He's young as hell.
Yeah, you can't rely on like in a playoff scenario. You can't rely on that too young.
Let me read these two super chats. Mad Genius, thank you, Mad Genius, for a super chat. He says smoking on this Harden pack. Shout out to Zeusin Ho. I think his name is Zeusin Ho. He said Nesbro from the Congo. Shout out everybody from the Congo, Africa, in the check-in. Go ahead, Charles.
So, and the next problem is their bench has zero shooting. Either it's zero shooting, streaky shooting, or no shooting at all. Of Niang, Harden, Embiid, Maxey, Danny Green, put in Tobias Harris. Who else can shoot when the bench comes in? Shake Milton
consistently,
and consistently. That's not streaky. Yeah, that's gonna genuinely give you consistency. You think Danny Green, his name?
They don't have a genuine consistent shooter on their team.
Yeah, you can argue their most consistent shooter outside of Niang is Danny Green. Like genuine catch and shoot. That's bad.
And that's bad. He's a choke artist. Danny Green is a choke artist.
And even Niang had two shots, but otherwise he wasn't doing anything. He had like two shots. I mean, but he wasn't doing anything after those two shots yet.
And this is the most important part, and this is what low-key could have them meet their demise in the playoffs. Their center rotation after Embiid is terrible.
Yeah.
Like
DeAndre Jordan.
Bad.
They thought DeAndre Jordan was going to save them. They thought DeAndre Jordan was going to save their bench.
DJ and Millsap. Are you kidding me?
Bro,
are you serious?
I'm going to read off like four names. After Embiid, it's DeAndre Jordan, Paul Millsap, Charles Bassey, and Paul Reed. That's your center depth. Meanwhile, we got over here Nic Claxton, Andre Drummond, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, James Johnson. So that's no.
We ain't even have Aldridge, boy. That's crazy.
Can I mention this? James Johnson was shooting better from the three than any Philadelphia 76er.
Trash.
Yeah, damn, they have more problems, and it's kind of like the problems we had where they had no bench really, and they're top heavy as hell. So it's
it's too many problems, bro. Like a lot of shit has to go right for them to win. Like, bro, we could come in and just there's really like no genuine conditions for us. Like for them, the refs gotta blow the whistle. If the refs not blowing the whistle, just that off top, they're losing. You know, their teams, all their streaky shooters have to be hitting consistently. Like too many things have to align in a 7-game series to where it's like, bro, you're not doing that to us. Like you're losing probably 4-1.
Let me read this super chat real quick before you go.
Yo, AJ, people, the 7-Eleven donation. The 7-Eleven donation.
Oh, 7-Eleven. Oh, Brad, I see what you did there, Brad. Shout out to Brad with the 7-Eleven donation to super chat. Thank you, bro. He says, simply put, KD and Kai really doing this hooping ish in the biggest moment, especially. Love our supporting cast as well. Good luck, NBA. That's a fact. Shout out to you, Brad, man.
Yeah, you good, AJ?
No, I thought you were next. I heard you.
I heard you. I thought something wrong with my laptop. But what I was saying was, and this is the worst part, the Andrew Bogut, apparently he's a source, said they're going to try to trade for Bradley Beal. Let's be brutally honest. What does Bradley Beal fix for this team?
Yeah.
If it's more likely a sign-in trade, they got to get rid of Tobias Harris for that to work, number one. They're definitely going to get rid of Maxey. Like, you have no assets to really keep anything. You got to get rid of Matisse and Maxey if you want to get Beal, because he's going to get that Supermax, I think.
Yeah.
They can't sign him with no money in the offseason.
Yeah,
and
they got problems, man.
The depth will be.
You're gonna get worse defensively.
The depth would be trash, bro. And how do you know Beal could fit with Harden? Like he's not good off the ball,
Andrew
like as good off the ball.
But
they're gonna have to give up Thibault and Maxey too for them.
I'm not trying to be that. I'm not trying to be that guy, but God forbid an injury. Then what are you doing,
bro? Real quick, there's even KD was talking right after the game, saying, "Yeah, I noticed we didn't hear any more Ben Simmons sucks chants after this game."
Yeah, nothing to say, bro.
Oh, real quick, super chats. Mark Rez, appreciate you. It's hard to chant at Ben Simmons when your team is losing by that much. Kevin Durant, facts right there. I didn't even see that.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to Maya B. We gave you a shout out yesterday.
Maya B.
For women's appreciation. Appreciate you big time. Embiid and Harden don't play well under pressure. KD and Kyrie are pressure. I also want to know what KD and Embiid was yapping about at the half. Embiid was done with his team. He was not happy. Listen, Embiid and KD have a history. Like, they respect each other 100%, but they love talking shit to each other. And the first game that they beat us, like, Embiid was like, get the hell out. See you guys later. They came to our home. We beat them. KD threw it back at them. So they love talking shit, and they do respect each other's game highly. Like, there's no bad blood there. So it's not surprising that some shit talking was taking place, because that's what those two dudes love to do. They both love to talk shit.
Yeah. I just noticed. I noticed from the game, Harden. Like I said, it's really like static between Kyrie and Harden. Like you could tell. Like same with KD too. Like they were. It's real bad blood between them. And I like it. I love it here. You know what I'm saying? Forget that bum. Like, he's gonna regret the day that he quit on us. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna regret it.
Bro, I don't think I understand.
I don't even think they beat the Bucks.
This team with Harden is his best chance at a ring. Literally fully healthy. Compare the teams. This has a way higher chance to win multiple rings. And Harden says, "Nah, I'm good. Let me go with Embiid."
Yeah,
bro. Last year when we played the Celtics, right? And Harden, he put up, to me, that was his best series ever, because he was 50, 40, 90. He had 27, I think 9 and 9 or something like that.
27, 11 and 9.
We don't know, bro. Coming into the series with two superstars, right, is gonna be a lot different than coming into a series with just one. Because, like, bro, if you walk into a conflict with Batman and Superman, bro, you feeling good, you feeling confident.
Yeah.
But if you take Superman away and it's just one person, like, I don't even think that he'll be able to play like that again. Like, he would have to show me that he can play like that again without somebody like a Kyrie. Because Kyrie just takes the scoring load off like crazy.
I got exclusive photo.
Yes, sir. Ben 10. Shout out Ben 10. Has never lost to the 76ers.
Shout out to that season.
And let me say this, because mind you, I've been critical of Kyrie. I've even gone to slander Kyrie some moments. But if he ain't show up for when we really needed him in games like this, he did his thing tonight. He knew
what it is, bro. Like I said, there's levels
from that Hornets performance. And if there's one thing I cannot say about Kyrie, when he is present and it's a big game, he shows up. That Clippers game, that Bucks game recently, he shows up.
Even in the Celtics series, right, where he didn't show up in game 3, he had 17, right? He came back the next game and had 40 and 11, and he's done that his whole career.
He always bounce back.
Please get the exemption. Okay.
Yeah, I love how like it all fell into place, because it was like KD had a great game against the Celtics, and then Kyrie had a great game against the Hornets, but KD had a bad game, and then third time's a charm when they both hit him. And when they're both hit him,
that's crazy.
It's over when they both hit him. It's like one of them was good and one of them was bad.
It was really crazy.
I found out what Durant said.
It went from Kai had a bad game. KD has a good game. KD has a good game. Kyrie has a good game. KD has a bad game. Then they both have a good game. You just love to see it. Things you love to see.
I found out what Durant said to Embiid. He said, Durant said to Embiid tonight, "You can have the MVP. I want another Finals MVP." I wonder if that's what he's. That's actually a legit. I believe Rick Kamala. He's got a check on Twitter, so I'm curious if that's pretty legit. But that sounds about right to me.
And if we keep it all the way 100, Embiid shouldn't win it. There's other people that should win it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Ja really deserves honestly, MVP is really about storylines. It's not even about stats. It's really about the narratives and storyline. Yeah. So I think Ja has the best story.
I'm gonna be upset if
I'm not throwing Ja in there like that, but guy like
Ja or Jokic. I think Ja or Jokic.
Jokic, Giannis, DeMar.
You really not throwing Ja in there though, bro?
He's in there, but like compared to what DeMar DeRozan's having, Jokic is having, Giannis is having.
What are they, the third seed in the West or something like that? I think they're the third.
Jokic's backstory is that he was drafted in the middle of a Taco Bell commercial.
Oh no!
Hey, I'm just curious if all those workout videos really helped him tonight.
Damn.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Like we've been seeing all these these pee out workout videos, running stairs, running sprints, pulling weight behind you. Like we're watching all these things. Like, oh, I'm locked in. Like trying to repair this man's.
Harden did all that. He did all that just to run away from Kyrie.
Like Joel, you know what? Y'all understand? Cardio, that's what he was going to do this game.
Do you understand that Joel, like he got 20 off? Like, do you understand if the refs don't call that shit? Do you understand that like we win by like 40?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Facts. Let me read this super chat. Mark Redson, Nets vs 76ers is no longer a rivalry. Those are our sons. That's a fact. They are our sons. If you're joining us right now, make sure you hit that like button. We're recapping. Yeah, we're recapping 129 to 100. We just beat the Sixers 129. We're smoking on that Philly pack. KD had 25 points, 14 rebounds, 10 for 17. Kyrie had 22 points, 4 rebounds, and he was 8 for 17 from the field, 5 for 11 from 3. Seth Curry chipped in with 24 points, 4 for 8 from 3, really sharp shooting, 10 for 14. Off the bench, JJ had 16. Nic Claxton had 9. Let's talk about Nick. How you guys feel about Nick jumping in there? When Drummond went down, we thought, just gonna be Embiid and Nick. We thought Nick was about to get bodied, or he wasn't gonna step up, but Nick really stepped up in that when Drummond went down.
He did his thing.
I guess my thing with my thing was this: like you really like. Obviously, like Seth Curry was the huge X factor, but Claxton really does play a huge part. I mean, he was great defensively. He really wasn't fouling Embiid like that once he was put in the picture. I mean, and one thing I did really notice was that his offense was good, and he was taking advantage of when Harden was in the paint. He would take advantage on those layups, and there was one possession where like the tempo was moving fast. Claxton was pretty much he was going really fast, but he stopped himself and wouldn't let Harden get that charge and was able to get a lay. Like, that's really good basketball out of Claxton.
If he plays like that consistently, the slander would go down from me. If he just gives us that consistently.
He took advantage, like Rachel saying, those mismatches, because I saw a lot of times it was Harden was left on that mismatch. And early on, I was surprised that Philly played drop coverage on us. I was like, because KD was coming off those screens and they was dropping back. And I'm like, what? You're dropping back on KD and Kyle?
They don't have the guys to switch. Or put it this way, you think putting Matisse Thybulle on KD is going to work? Yeah. It might work for 5 minutes.
It was funny.
You want to do Danny Green on KD?
It was hilarious because it was early on. It was Kyrie versus Harden, right? And Harden tried to guard Kyrie like the first 2 minutes, and then after that he was like chill. And then Thybulle was guarding Kyrie, and Thybulle can't guard Kyrie either because Thybulle was guarding Kyrie.
They don't have the personnel to truly switch. If you want to, you gotta go small.
Yeah, and I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. In the rage, go for it, and then I'll say what I got to say.
I just got to mention James Harden didn't have a single point in the second half.
Oof.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen to that. All right, 2 things to point out. One, I'm not on the Clax bandwagon, right? Clax is doing what he's supposed to. I gave him a shout out. He's stepped up, and I'm going to give the man credit. He deserves it. Consistency is my key with Clax, right? And that's one thing that nobody can complain about. Is like that's been his biggest issue has been consistency. Dude stays healthy and he continues to play the way he's playing. He's got my vote 100%. That's all I've ever said is if you're going to be out there, be consistent. And he's been stepping up since Harden left. And I arguably think I said it earlier. Harden leaving, I think it was the best thing for Claxton. for many reasons. Another key point that I want to point out is, sorry to change your thing, Frozen Pop, that your facts, that charge by Dragic in that game was a huge thing.
And that pass to KD really
gave us 2 threes, right?
That was a huge pass when he passed it to KD there.
And let's be honest, where is the conversation? I have not heard one person say anything positive or negative about Steve Nash. Can the man get some flowers tonight?
Bro,
Can the man get some flowers
This
tonight?
was his best game coached from start of the whistle to the final whistle. He gets praise. This is the first time
you got to give him something.
One bad move, not one bad rotation, not one bad late timeout, nothing. Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. Like you really.
Did one of y'all slap him like I told you?
I think somebody probably
that was either Chubbs or AJ.
Nah, somebody was like, because I know he probably was in Brooklyn one time. Somebody just came down and was like, Steve, get it together. And then when he was on that COVID break, somebody probably goes like, get it together.
Yo, never forget when Steve Nash, when people would flood Steve Nash's comment section. Oh my gosh, that was his Instagram comments were.
And JJ, how y'all feel about JJ tonight? Because
James Harden said tonight was good for us. Okay.
What did he say? He said tonight was good for us.
Tonight was good for us. Oh, man, was it? Was it really?
I didn't want to.
Who said that?
James Harden said tonight was good for us.
Shut up, Jay. I don't you know what? Like this is
never heard of him, bro.
This game for me has officially closed the book on James Harden. Like I don't even care anymore. Like if it like straight up, like I've been I was irritated for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically quit on this team. But tonight was the closing the book for me on James Harden. Like, I don't even care anymore about the dude. Like, he solidified everything that we were upset about when he was here. And then he leaves because he thinks it's better. And then we go in there and just basically pummel that man. And it's like, yeah, exactly. I found peace, like with Harden, dude. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't even care anymore. Fuck that man. Like, you thought it was better. You're where you know what? Like, I always say this, like, if a girl or whoever it is walks out of your life because they think it's better where it's at and it don't work out, that's on them. That's something they got to live with and make work. He left something beautiful, and we've all seen it. We know what the potential of this Nets team is when it's healthy and it has all its weapons. And we know it's special. He was too impatient. He wanted to be where he could be, have all his yes men. And he thought if he didn't wait, no, that's on him. Like, he's going to live to regret leaving Brooklyn, in my opinion. So I'm done. I'm like, yeah, Donna, shout out to Donna. I am officially Hardened. Like, I'm done. Like, I am done with the man.
Yeah, this gave us great closure.
Yeah, to me, it's a huge closure.
This is closure.
I'm
like,
done with him.
We don't gotta bring that man up no more. He can post all the little workout videos he wants. He can post all those little running up steps videos he wants.
All your little sprints at practice. We do
all your little sprints, your step backs.
Your thing on James Johnson, AJ. James Johnson, literally, like, I didn't even realize like how well he actually played. He had 16 points, went 6 for 7 from the field, and 3 for 3 from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Whoa, JJ was.
And my James Harden rant, it's like, bro, you literally quit on us in here. And we used to argue with people that all you Harden stands, some of you still left, and you like got mad at some of us because we were like talking shit on him because we saw what was going on. Dude literally quits in front of you on national TV and then plays the hammy game, still has enough balls to come out and try to like play his Adidas bullshit that he did because they were promoting his brand. He didn't care about playing for the team, but he sure as hell came out and wanted to promote himself and his brand on the bench. And it was like, that just showed you all you needed to know. Exactly. That's like all you needed to know about that man. The man is selfish, and that's why he left. And you know what? He's going to regret it. Shout out to Brian V, smoking on that honey bun pack. Exactly, bro. Like, he's a man, and he's going to have to live with his decision of leaving the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah. Like I said,
so I got a tweet from Katie post game. Oh, sorry, Andy.
No, go ahead, bro.
So Nic So Nick Friedel, he interviewed KD post game. He states KD admits the Nets were a little more locked in because they wanted to play well for Ben Simmons because he couldn't be out there by himself. In quote, "We look at Ben as our brother. It's hard for you to chant at Ben Simmons when you're losing by that much."
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, so they accepted Ben quick as hell. that says something. That says something.
Shout out to KGT. Oh, damn, we haven't heard from him for a while. Happy that we won this one, but I'm still think Ben Simmons is sus for not. We're not doing this. I appreciate the super chat, but just like we closed the door on the James Harden chapter, let's close the door on Ben Simmons. He's here now. He's gonna fit in better with us than he is.
Who cares if he wants it?
I get what you're saying, but you know what though? Like, I honestly believe dude's back was hurt. Simmons has not played since the last playoffs. I don't care how young he is. You have no idea what his ramp up has been like prior to joining us. The Nets want every T crossed and I dotted to make sure this guy goes into a right thing. So I think the Ben Simmons slander to me has got to stop because it's pointless. Like at the end of the day, we didn't need him to beat Philly, but like dude is going to probably be back in the next week, in my opinion. He'll be out there. The word is like Scoopy did drop something earlier. He said he's been in Philly. I think I saved his tweet somewhere, but he said that they're looking into like middle to end of next week that you will see Ben Simmons playing with this team.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Ben's gonna be playing soon, very, very soon. Ask y'all questions though. Put Ask Saint in the chat. Ask y'all questions. We're again, if you're joining us right now, we're that Philly pack, bum ass Philly thought they were like that, and we're smoking that Philly pack. We just won by 20.
Hey, and please, y'all, there is 600 people in here watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us. It really helps the Spread Nets Kingdom on YouTube. It helps with the algorithm. Please smash that like button. It really, really helps us. So if you can, please hit it. We have
Let me try to read something a little bit. The comments is going fast. Everybody's in here. Shout out David. He said it's all good. He'll be back. Don't rush him. Joey said he'll turn into mini KD soon. Daquan said he's coming back against the Knicks. Who's coming back against the Knicks? Ben?
Probably Ben Simmons, yeah. Or there's word of Kyrie potentially. We'll see. I'm not.
Okay. So here, the rumor is Kyrie comes back the 13th, and Ben Simmons comes back the 18th. But that is a rumor.
Yeah, that's what people.
That's just the rumor.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation that something is about to come down to the pipeline for Kyrie to finally play full time. So we'll see. I'm not gonna. I'll see it when I believe it. That's where I'm at with the whole thing. No. We have talked about how many times since last year, AJ, have we talked about dates that Kyrie was going to be back full time?
Oh yeah,
probably 6 or 7. Yeah. And I've always said I'll see it when I believe it. I'm kind of at the same spot. I do, however, feel like there is more to be potentially excited about this happening. Ben is to me a week away, in my opinion.
Yeah. So we're hoping, man. The 13th will be Kyrie's
we got
his home debut. We're hoping. I can't even see the chat.
I got him. WTM Saint, what do you think Kyrie asking for communication from James is so funny? Yeah, I think I did notice that. That was pretty funny.
It's funny how Kyrie said like he at the last press conference, like when he scored 50, he was all like peace and love to James. I wish the best for him. But then when they saw each other tonight, it was just like Kyrie looked like he was like it looked like serious, like they want to like fight each other. Like, well, from Kyrie's end, like I never seen Kyrie like he didn't look, like I said, no emotion, no smile, nothing. They won by 40, and Kyrie just walked back to the locker room with no smile, nothing. He dapped Kyrie, everybody, and he just left.
Oh my! And all the threes he was hitting, like he had a 3 at the end of the first quarter. He just hits a 3 and he's just standing there. He's not even
no emotion from him, bro. Like it was like legit. Like I was like, whoa, Kyrie's on his
super chat alert.
I'll get to that in 1 second. Okay. Another question. Thoughts on Larrick Adams? Listen, I got to keep it balanced a little bit. I don't envy what that man walked into because de Blasio is the one that really screwed it up for everybody. Eric Adams didn't. That wasn't Eric Adams' call. It was de Blasio, the one that screwed up with the mandates and making them the way they were. Eric Adams was walking into a tough situation. Where he screwed up, though, was firing all those workers, but then at the same time realizing that the numbers don't support the mandates anymore. And I guarantee you, if those workers did not get fired, he would have lifted the mandates and would have allowed Kyrie to play. It has come down to optics at this point, and it's just a matter of time before he lifts it because he knows the numbers support it. But how bad would it look where you fire 1,500 people and then a week later you lift the mandate that would allow them to have kept their jobs and Kyrie to play?
That's why
so the dude, yeah, and that's why it's lame because it's really de Blasio's fault, not his. It's just Eric Adams is in a rock and a hard spot, right? Like really put the blame where it belongs, and it's at de Blasio, not him. I mean, any one of us, if we're a politician, you're not going to fire that many people and then say, oh, hey, by the way, go play Kyrie. It's not feasible in politics. But I do believe it's coming. He knows he can't because how bad is it going to look if Kyrie is sitting on the friggin' sideline but can't play?
Front row. Imagine
like
Kyrie's
going
to be courtside.
Row.
Kyrie's going to be courtside.
That is going to get played all over the place. And that is a bad look. And I don't think they want that look either. So
yeah,
I'm hoping. Shout out to Rose, the only way. Don't forget about Seth Curry's. No. Seth Curry won your.
Yeah, we talked about Seth early on.
Yeah, he was the huge X factor.
He scored better than Joel Embiid.
Yeah, 24. I think this is the highest game he's had as a net. I think he had 24, 25, 24 points.
24.
Yeah.
24.
And he was hitting that mid-range. He was hitting that open three. He was moving the ball. Oh, and if you also didn't see it, I'm surprised you don't have it, AJ, when he hit that three right in front of the Philly bench and then he walked right down the whole bench.
That had to be.
Oh, he talked smack to Doc Rivers. Imagine talking smack to your dad-in-law. He's like, yo, thought you trained me? Thought you trained me?
Right? Remember when I asked this earlier, AJ? Because I said I thought Curry did not look happy when he originally got to New York. And the reports are that him being traded from Philly kind of devastated him some. And he was he was hurt that they traded him. And you can see he's much happier now. And it was kind of a revenge game for him. Like, all right, go ahead. You think you're going to trade me? There it is. Look at that shit.
He probably said yo.
He's not like Steph. Steph don't like altercations.
He's dating. Don't forget, he's dating Doc's daughter. So he's probably like, yeah. Yes. And I'm gonna see your daughter tonight. So.
Yeah, she's making lasagna too.
He said, your daughter making me lasagna. Seth hit that three. He's like, your daughter making me lasagna.
I'll see you later for dinner.
That's hilarious. Just imagine him going home or whatever. He tells Doc Rivers he's making lasagna your favorite, and you ain't getting nothing.
He's like, yo, I'm your daddy now. So.
This was a revenge game for him. Because he was hurt that he got traded.
Yo, that just said really loud out of Doc.
You ain't getting nothing. Crazy. You ain't getting none of that lasagna. You ain't getting no leftovers.
The thing was Seth loved it in Philly. You can tell he loved it in Philly and was heartbroken because it happened, but he was like, you know what, he gave it a chance. Like it looked like he likes it here. So
I think he's happy.
I think he likes this way better.
That's crazy talking smack to your father-in-law like that after
Bear down was crazy.
I'm the father-in-law now.
At the family get together when Seth is hosting, bro. Doc is not taking a plate home. He's not getting nothing.
All right, shout out to Tunchi. Are we going to trade Joe this offseason? It's going to be real interesting to see what happens with Joe. I know the Nets organization really likes Joe Harris. I will not lie, though. You move on from Joe. You free up $18 million that allows you to keep Drummond. It allows you to go after some other players. So that is going to be an interesting development because I'm curious to see, because if you travel back to prior to the trade deadline, you had Joe Harris's agent just mysteriously putting out that tweet and throwing that information out there that really looked like, hey, beware other teams. Very odd, and the Nets were completely mum, and then you get all the way down to where we are. We're receiving any surgery. So I don't know if the Nets are irritated with him. I don't know if they're happy with how that. So it's going to be interesting. Because with the addition of Seth, you still have Patty. Is Joe Harris expendable? And I say yes. As much as I like Joe Harris, I think he's expendable. And if you can move on from an $18 million contract that allows you to keep other pieces and get better role players, I'm for it. I have no problem doing that.
And you saw the 3-point shooting without him. You saw it. And the thing is, like, when you get, like, obviously Ben Simmons is going to be shooting 3-pointers, but he opens everything up, right? Because if he drives it to the basket, you're not going to just let him do it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's got it. Like, we got, he's 6'11", can drive, he's fast. Like, we have so much of an upside. You saw the 3-point shooting. Tonight.
Shout out to William Moeller. Do you think Kyrie gets a contract extension after the season? If this COVID shit gets lifted, I see no reason why he wouldn't be here.
I think he'll take that player option and then he'll sign.
He wanted to sign the extension, y'all, but it's just like I said, the Nets put the
lifted
vaccine.
It too. Yeah,
the Nets put the vaccine thing on the extension. They're like, you got to take the shot if you want the extension, and he was like, whoa. But now that it's lifted, he's definitely gonna sign it.
Do we think James lives in Philly in free agency? That shit would be fucking hilarious.
He asked him for a trade. He was asking for a trade on the bench, bro. You didn't hear?
He goes right back to Houston. That would be hilarious.
He requested a trade when he was on the bench.
Bro said he forgot, bro. He said, I was gonna opt in, but like you see, like I'm going to do it. It's gonna happen.
He didn't opt in. That's why he didn't opt in, bro.
Are you James? Are you?
Harden not gonna opt in, bro. He's not gonna opt in.
Hey, William, I'm not willing to put a claim on NBA Finals right now, bro. I'm not.
I did. Remember, I did.
Make this one game at a time.
Yeah, I am a one game. I am a one game at a time guy right now, and then I'm gonna go one playoff game at a time because we still don't know if we're gonna be playing or if we're gonna actually get to the 6th seed because we have a potential, but that getting to the 6th seed is going to be a hell of a battle to get to that because you also have to require.
It's going to be
other
tough,
teams
you have an easy schedule, so that's the one thing we have.
I mean, anything's possible.
As soon as Kyrie comes back, championship.
And then you add on Ben Simmons.
Right now, I would say we're more headed towards a play-in, but there's a potential to get to that 6th seed. It's just going to take a lot. Everything's going to have to go right. You're going to need Kyrie full time. You're going to need Ben in there soon. And they're just going to have to run the table. And that's like, it's a very possible thing, but I'm not thinking ahead of every game. Right now, we've won 2 in a row. It's a great fucking feeling to have. We have not had this kind of feeling as Nets fans in a long time. So for me personally, I'm not letting my head get the better of me right now and be like, oh,
I mean, I called Chip when we were losing. Remember when because the comments y'all were coming at me in the comments. We're like, no, AJ, you're too optimistic. But I'll call Chip when we were losing. So
if they say Kyrie's coming back tomorrow, if they say tomorrow they make the report and Kyrie is full time, championship.
I'm not. Listen, dude. The way this whole season's gone, I'm staying one day, like one moment. I'm staying in the moment. I'm not thinking.
That's why we have you, bro. I'm the optimist guy, and you the realist. It keeps us balanced.
I gotta stay grounded, bro. I can't. Like, is it now? A different question would be: I'm optimistic. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I see like what I saw tonight? And then you add Ben Simmons to that. Like, yeah, listen. At the end of the day, what's funny is most of these analysts, most of these people, they may talk their shit, but you always hear this. They're still a scary team if they get it all together and everybody's there fully healthy and playing. Mm-hmm. They all say, yeah, you guys aren't shit right now, but I don't want to face you in the first, the first round. Like, nobody wants to meet you first in the playoffs if you're fully healthy. And that's facts. So it's like, is it a very big possibility? Yes, but I'm not jumping that far. I'm going to enjoy these 2 wins in a row. We're putting some distance between that 9th and 10th spot.
KJ said, do we re-sign Bruce Brown? If so, for how much? I think we should re-sign him. We have Bruce's bird rights, so we could go over the cap with Bruce.
That's a good question. Like, we were all obviously, like, it was different before, like the hard trade, but we were all like, get Bruce out of here, including myself. I was one of the people, but like, you got rid of Bembry. Obviously, I feel like getting rid of Bembry and James Harden was the best thing for Bruce. I mean, now he has an option. He's getting starting minutes. Obviously, it'll be different when Ben comes back, but he's getting starting minutes and he's proving himself. I mean, he's driving the ball. He's actually he's dunking really well. I mean, he's playing great defense. Bruce is giving you everything you want out of him, and he's not even getting paid that much. I mean, obviously we'll have to pay him more in the offseason, but I mean, he's proven himself. And if you get Joe Harris off the books potentially, you can pay Bruce more money. Obviously, you probably don't want to pay him too much, but he's really proven himself, and he's really doing what he has to do, and he's making a big impact on our games.
He reminds
me.
And
I mean, listen, I mean, Ben, if you look at Ben's game is he needs to be moving, and he needs to be like up and down the court fast. And when Harden was here, everything got stunted, and it was just this like sit and wait, let him waste time at the beginning of the thing, like, and it just didn't fit his game. And I honestly think that's a large reason why you didn't see him progress, because Bruce needs to be moving constantly, and that's where he gets his energy and like consistency in the game. If he has to stand around, what is he really going to give you? His game is all about motion. And real quick, Callaway, I remember exactly, but I needed to hear it from the Nets. And how long ago was that? And it didn't happen. So it's not a skeptic. It's called being realistic. But I'm sorry, it didn't happen the way we all thought it was going to.
Shout out Mikey for a super chat. Thank you, bro.
And finally, you could say that Kyrie Irving being back now for just away games has finally started paying dividends, because for a little while there, it really wasn't. Now it is, and it's great. And it's great because KD's back, and I'm loving that. But it is what it is.
KD really came back tonight, too, and he was just on his bullshit. Like, he had a bad game last game, and he was just like, he didn't miss a shot that first quarter. Maybe he missed one, but oh my gosh, he was just automatic.
What did he say to Embiid too? Like I think he would say, did he say like stop flopping or whatever, or like something like that?
This guy just said here, and I think he said Lou stood in Embiid's face and said, "I'm still standing after the knockdown," because
I think that's what
knocked down,
he said that. Yeah,
and he was like, "Look, is that the one where like Kyrie was dapping him up and
no, it was Claxton." It was Claxton.
Clax was low key. Like, he kind of didn't know what to do. Like, he kind of wanted him to stop, but he kind of didn't want him to talk his shit. Like, he didn't want him to get attacked or anything. But he was like, yeah. But he was also like, yeah. I don't know what to do with that.
How much you want to bet Harden will be in the club tonight?
Oh, you know he's.
That'll get his mind off of that shit.
I don't think y'all saw Travis Scott and Lil Baby were there.
Lil Baby was there? Damn.
Yeah. Travis Scott and Lil Baby was there.
The massacre in front of Lil Baby and Travis Scott.
Well, I mean, James Harden. He did say
of 2022, bro. Imagine.
He did say it was good for them, so I think he's okay. I think he said it's good. He said it's good, so he'll be all right.
I know it's off topic, but do y'all realize like whenever like the Lakers like win like one game and like and they talk to LeBron, he's like, that could really be a momentum shifter. They lose 3 games in a row after that. That's crazy.
I got a Seth Curry quote. Said Sean Marks wanted me for a reason. They trust me. That's huge.
Thanks.
Seth?
Wes?
Better than his brother? Is he better than his brother?
He's better than his brother. I told you.
I don't know. AJ, to be honest, I don't know who you're talking about, bro. It's Seth. It's Seth and Seth.
Steph Curry who? Who's Steph Curry?
You want to know why he fits with Kyrie so much? Because Kyrie, obviously, he's Steph's father, so obviously by that he's in a way a father figure to Seth, so they just work together.
Yeah.
But what about Meth Curry?
Who the fuck is that?
Meth Curry.
If y'all don't know, Meth Curry was Tyler Johnson's nickname when he was on the
fuck
Nets.
no. That's
disrespectful. They called him Meth Curry.
That's wicked, bro. He said Meth Curry.
Shout out to Seth, bro. He's better than his brother. On God.
Shout out to Leb said Harden's munching on some honey buns. You got honey buns in his suitcase? Because he's packing up. He just packed them up.
You want to see another bullshit picture right here?
Damn, my hammy.
My calf muscle.
My calf muscle.
My hammy. I shouldn't have been doing all those stairs and those.
What did they say on SpongeBob? My leg.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I realized, AJ? You know what Harden did
defending
tonight?
Kyrie will do that to you.
You know what Harden did tonight?
I'm going ghost.
Damn, bro.
Oh yeah,
what y'all know about that quadruple jab.
As soon as they go down by 30, that's what Harden. The traitor.
That's what he did to James Harden. His calf. That's what happens, bro. That's
as soon as he go down by 30, the trainer came out to draw Harden.
Bro was thinking to himself, man, I knew I should have did those after practice sprints, man. I knew.
How many assists James Harden had?
I don't even know.
Dude, he had 4 turnovers. That's all I know.
Damn, bro.
He really didn't score at all in that second half.
Imagine going up the Nets. You left them because you said you wanted a better. You pretty much said you wanted a better chance to win, and you do that, and you just shit the fucking bed right in front of your home crowd. They start booing you. They were booing you, Harden. They weren't even booing Ben Simmons. They were booing you.
He might as well request a trade, bro.
Like he did that. They did that. Brooklyn did that to us, bro, when we had him because he was just so trash that they just booed us, bro. Like
remember when we booed Harden in that Suns game, and guess
exactly,
what?
That's what I'm saying.
I mentioned this. I said James Harden helped the Nets win a game for the first time.
What would it be awesome if like somehow James Harden doesn't pick up his option and then like signs in
what's Harden's next team, y'all? Put that in the chat. What's Harden's next team?
Harden comes back and signs in Brooklyn for like $5 million.
Harden's next team, bro.
Minimum.
It's either two. If it's not Houston, it's gonna be LA because that's where he's.
It's from. LA. Harden's going to the Lakers next.
Yeah, LA's from Compton, so it could be Clippers.
Oh yeah, he's going back. He's going back home to the Lakers.
I genuinely think this is his last chance, bro, because he's finna be at the end of this year. He's gonna be 33. He's gonna be in the last year of his prime. This is your last try, bro. This year and maybe next year. After that, pack it up, retire.
This is a good question. Somebody said, "Why isn't Blake in Nash's doghouse?" I was rooting for Blake to play tonight, but I was shocked by how JJ played. JJ actually really played well. I guess
like we kind of been in a situation these last couple games. Like we really haven't needed Blake Griffin. Like
yeah, but it's awful weird though, dude. Like just a complete dude. It's funny. Earlier in the day, Rage, AJ and Jay and I from BK were like talking in a DM, and there was a video that went out and like it shows the squad walking in, and Blake Griffin says, "Oh, TMZ style," and I thought he said DNP style. Like I thought he meant like do not play. Like I swear to God, that's what I heard. But like, it is a little concerning. Like even though thank God JJ didn't sell tonight for us, he did have 1 or 2 moments. But Blake
he's gonna get these minutes, bro. JJ still, if JJ keeps playing like this, he's gonna keep getting the minutes.
We'll see what happens with Blake Griffin, but I do kind of think Blake's gone after this year.
Yeah, you think he's gone? He's done. He's not coming back.
Off topic. Why are the Warriors losing games so much now? Like I'm watching.
They're losing right now.
Bro, they're down double digits to the Nuggets right now.
Bro, the beginning of the season was kind of a fluke. Like, they're still a good team, but
it's
like,
not even.
Yeah, Nuggets are beating 72-58 in the third.
Damn.
They was never like a championship team. Those ones, like, I mean, they could, but like everybody was making it seem like they were gonna win the chip or they're a lock for the finals. I would say that's overrating them, but I don't know.
Like Draymond Green is that important. Like I know he's like the system guy, he's the glue guy, but god damn.
Shout out to Donna. Harden got defrozen. Facts.
Yeah, Blake's gonna get used, y'all. Don't worry. There's gonna be a point in the playoffs where we're gonna use Blake. I think he's just gonna find the right time. It's gotta be the right matchup, the right time. Hopefully if we play the Bucks, hopefully he gets that Giannis matchup. So
he'll get his time eventually.
I know everybody's putting it on Draymond, but they were still winning when Draymond went down. It's just even lately it's gotten worse. I think they've just gotten easier to figure out.
They had like half the season without Draymond.
And they got Clay and Steph, so it's like
yeah, exactly. But Steph,
they haven't had Draymond for like 30 games though.
I mean, he's every piece around him though. Like he really is a system player.
I will mention about Klay Thompson. Like, yeah, it's been 2 years since he's played basketball. But like, my thing is this: Desmond Bane is better than Klay Thompson. There's a lot of players that are just better than Klay Thompson.
Damn.
This season rage. Yeah, this season rage.
Desmond Bane has been blowing Klay Thompson out of the water. Like Desmond. I don't even hear dudes' names mentioned, and he's been way better than Klay Thompson. Clay's been terrible. That Lakers game, he was like 3 for 13, and he was like 1 for 6 for 3. Like,
imagine Desmond Bane on this team would be so crazy. Desmond Bane would be crazy.
That whole Memphis team is just like I said, they're young guys.
They're good. They're
gonna be a problem, bro. And they're all young.
They just need the experience, and they're all young.
Bro.
They just need that experience,
bro. They're gonna take over the West soon.
They're like the Bengals of the NBA.
Yeah, the Bengals. That's a good comparison. Yeah, like I said, I got nothing left, man. Like it just feels good, man. It feels good to get this W. Like
huge. This was a much needed stream. Like we could finally talk our shit. Like we were able to talk our shit last year, but we played the Hornets. So I mean, like you can't really. There's not really too much to say. But like, yo, like this is the 76ers, and like you got like the tension was building up. Ever since the trade. I mean, it's been straight shit talking. And then all we'd hear was that Harden would do his shit against us, and like we all thought like he'd actually like play well because he has something to play for. He wants to beat up on his former team, right? No, right. That was a shit show, and he performed it for us. I mean, we saw vintage Game 7 Harden tonight. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Vintage Game 7 Harden.
Again, DMP.
I got flashbacks to 2015 where Kevin McHale took Harden out of the game 6 because he was so trash. Like I got flashbacks. I was like, oh, this is the Harden I know.
Never forget. It was like they were against the Spurs, and he was getting dapped up by everyone after they were about to lose to the Spurs, and he's getting dapped up by everyone, and all you just see is him just shooting like 3 for 30 or some bullshit.
Hey, a couple super chats. Shout out to KGT. We need the 7th because if Toronto gets it, there is a high chance Kyrie can't play, and the Raptors always play well against us. Nurse toys with Nash. Yeah, that is something to watch going forward, is the potentiality of having to play Toronto for play-in games or in
You think we can't beat Toronto with KD and Ben?
I think if you get Ben Simmons in there, I think we can. I'm not too worried about it, but it's still something to be aware of. The potentiality of having to play them without Kyrie. Nobody wants to play without Kyrie, so it is something.
Look like this. Name a player on that team that Ben cannot shut down and put him in a straitjacket.
Oh, of course.
On the Raptors?
I'm not saying we can't win it, but
at that point, I find it very hard for us to lose.
I gotta mention the Raptors have a tough schedule coming up. They play the Suns. Hold on. They play the Suns tomorrow. Then they play the Nuggets. Then they play the Lakers. Then they play the Clippers, the Lakers, the Sixers, the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pacers, the Celtics, Timberwolves.
Yeah, it's still something to keep an eye on. Irregardless, I'm with you guys on all that, but
that's definitely true. But I will say we do have some leverage because they have a very tough schedule, and then we have an easy schedule. I mean, and then you got Kyrie. You have Kyrie potentially coming back full time, and then obviously Ben Simmons will completely change up how our team looks. So I mean, we have some leverage. We just got to
shout out to Mark Rez. Appreciate your super chat once again. Sixers fans on social media right now, y'all in the 8th seed though. Hey, they can say whatever the fuck they want.
We smoke on that Philly pack tonight.
Imagine getting smoked by the 8th seed. Imagine getting smoked by the 8th seed without Ben Simmons, without LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
30 pack. Y'all got 30 pack 8th seed. How about that?
Literally
never forget when that top seed Sixers team lost to Kevin Durant.
Your team straight quit in the third quarter. Shout out to Jabari Smith. So where are those reports of Kyrie locking up Harden and calling him wash true?
I saw those.
I don't know.
They weren't true. I think Ball Sack Sports posted that when they were like, "Oh, Kyrie," the troll account. They'd be like, "Kyrie and Harden."
Ball Sack Sports, yeah.
I had to block them, bro, because some of them joints almost got me, yo.
You know what's hilarious?
You blocked him? You blocked him?
I blocked him because I can't deal with the trolling, bro. The trolling always be like.
All I have to say is if you see ball sacks, you know not to retweet.
But what's hilarious?
Ball sacks should be the greatest red light indicator of anybody with a name ball sack and you retweet it, you deserve to be laughed at.
Yo, Fox News reposted one of their fucking shits about LeBron or something, bro.
KD retweeted them. You saw when KD retweeted them?
KD followed them.
KD followed them too? Yeah. Oh, KD follow. He would follow that.
Yeah,
he would
follow that account. He loves that shit.
Come on, KD. Follow Nets Kingdom, KD.
You know what's crazy with the Sixers though? They have way better defenders than anyone on our team.
Bro, our defense. I'm looking at highlights of our defense right now.
I'm about to watch this game again soon.
Matisse Thybulle plays better defense than most of our guards, unless Ben Simmons gets on the court. I don't think they understand. That's a bad look for the Sixers. They look crazy. They look crazy.
I just realized today how much of an offensive liability Thybulle really is. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. That's
why I wasn't losing sleep when we didn't get him. Like he's literally another Bruce Brown. That's
they
just
hyped him up OD in that trade. Like because I never really watched him before that trade, but they hyped him up. Like
Bruce Brown's a better shooter.
Shout out to Macho G. Shaq and Chuck were killing Harden by halftime with a half to go. Even they knew Fat Man is a no-show and it's crunch time and pressure. Yeah. Shout out to Israel Concepcion. Appreciate the super chat. Really do.
Much love, man. What a time, man. Nest Nation. What a time to be in Nest Nation right now, bro. Like I said, we still got a long way to go, but like I said, there's nothing left to say.
There's nothing else to say. I mean, all I know is I can't wait to be on Chris's Hoop Spaces in the morning. That is going to be fun.
Yeah. It's like you do. That's why I'm running. Tomorrow I'm running to all the media outlets, Undisputed First Take. I want to see because you can't really break down. There's nothing break down about this game. No X's and O's. This was a clean ass whooping. Ass whooping.
There was nothing to be complained about.
There has not been a worse ass whooping since this.
Bro, this was no breakdown at all. No breakdown at all.
National television. Everyone can see this.
This was the ass whoopings of ass whoopings.
This is to take your belt out. The belt.
We haven't seen an ass whooping like this since the Bulls game.
Yeah, there's nothing to say. When you watch this, there's nothing to break down.
Y'all want to hear some facts real quick?
What's facts?
Kyrie come back. 3-peat.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Can we get what though?
Like, whoa.
Let's open the door before we.
Let's buy one ship, bro. He's talking about 3-peat.
Guaranteed 2-peat. Guaranteed 2-peat.
All right, he said 2-peat. 2-peat.
Right, let's buy furniture before we try to lay down in the vacant apartment.
Yeah, guess get one though.
If Kyrie is here, 2-peat. Bare minimum.
Chat, man. Chat. Yo, Lev. Shout out Lev. What's good, Lev? He said favorite game of the year. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite game of the year. This is top one. Top one.
I think we won that trade and we didn't even. Yeah. What's great is we won that trade. We didn't even have to play part of our trade, and we still won that shit.
Our biggest piece of the trade, we didn't have to play.
Yeah. This is probably the best game of the year for me.
Ben's got to be feeling good right now. I bet you he dapped up. Everybody was like, "Thank you, guys. Thank you." But that speaks. Hey. But you know what though? Like kudos to Katie and Kyrie to come out and speak how they did, saying basically embracing Ben, because that's gonna go a long way for dude's confidence. Dude, once he gets in there, like speaking up like that on that big of a stage and making a statement is like only gonna be just feed that man's fire for when he gets back in and he plays. And I'm excited to see it, because I'm unlike other people. I have not forgotten what type of player Ben Simmons can be. It can be real easy to give Ben Simmons the Joe Harris treatment and just look at a stretch of a couple games in the playoffs and base and judge your whole makeup on that guy and forget about all the other shit that man brings. And if you haven't, I implore you to go look up some Ben highlights to remind yourself what type of player you are getting. If you choose to just look at the negative, well, that's on you for as far as judging a player. But I implore you to go look at those highlights and see the defense that this man is about to bring, the rebounding, the slashing to the fucking basket, the passing. You have no idea what you are about to add into this lineup.
Yes, sir.
We literally added a more athletic Draymond Green.
This ain't even our final form. Are you dead ass? This ain't even our final form.
This isn't even our final
form. They're still picking out the Power Rangers to put on this team, bro. We don't even know.
Final form. We just smoked the Sixers by 30.
We're about to get our last Infinity Stone. That's crazy.
We beat the Bucks with just Kyrie, a fully loaded Bucks team with just Kyrie, and we just smoked the Sixers by 30. So it's come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Rez, all Sixers fans that were talking trash the last few weeks. I went back and tweeted them, and guess what? Crickets, exactly. All I did on my retweets was just I just put the finger to the mouth. I didn't say shit. I didn't. That's all I said to him. Elijah,
I want to see Jay because Jay got all the receipts.
Bro, there was a video of Sixers fans leaving the building, the arena, and there was just silence. It was just silence.
Yeah.
What more could you say? Y'all talk way too much to get beat up like that. Y'all went off. Y'all were spying on.
That should be a lesson to you.
Yeah.
Listen, it's fun to talk shit once in a while, but when you come out that OD and you are just, going to the man's fucking hotel. You're all across all social media. You're going to the extreme. Eventually, you're going to look like a complete jackass. So a little bit of a lesson. Shout out to Elijah Hall. How many steals? I swear we had like 20.
Yeah, 13.
Steph Curry had 5.
Yeah.
13 as a team. I said we had 13 as a team.
That was so crazy though. Like we were able to our defense was so great. Like you were able to they'd have those little bum ass handoffs. Harden would do his bullshit that he did here, those lazy passes. And Bruce Brown, Patty Mills, and Seth Curry were there every time.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Shout out to Bruce Brown. I didn't even say that yet. Shout out to Bruce Brown. What the hell?
BB.
He had a mean ass dunk. Oh my gosh.
I'm giving out apology forms for Bruce Brown. I'm the first to sign it. I'm giving them out. Everybody can sign it, and we're all gonna give it to Bruce.
He deserves it. He deserves this. He has been playing out of his mind since Harden left.
BB, Bruce Wayne, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that like button. Follow us on Twitter. All our socials at the bottom. At SaintNet1, Chubbs, Nets Rage, and also follow us on TikTok. We just made a TikTok a few days ago. Rage is going crazy on TikTok. Nets Kingdom _. So if you want TikTok, you want fly Nets edits, just follow that TikTok.
And if you guys,
I might have
Twitch. Oh yeah, Twitch too. Yeah, your Twitch. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if y'all want to go watch stuff, me and Chubbs might play Elden Ring one of these days. Go ahead and pop up. Go ahead and pop up to Juvon Carter. Go ahead and pop up to that.
Is there crossplay on Elden Ring?
I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
What do you play on?
That might be a problem.
I know Julian plays on PS4.
Yeah, I have a PC.
Yep.
Yeah.
If not, you could just play, and I could be in there with you. Don't matter.
Yeah, and I haven't played. I haven't paid for my membership subscription in a minute for PlayStation. So now.
Yeah. Make sure I like the stream out. Shout out all my mods, Cakes, Boo, Isaac, Brooklyn Nets 11, Yvonne. I saw Yvonne in here. Shout out all my mods, William. Yeah, man. Thank you guys again. Great time to be a Nets fan. What a time to be a Nets fan right now. Nets Nation, stand up, great win, and we'll be back. What's our next game?
Sunday.
Knicks?
Or what Jay from BK says, the Icks.
The Icks?
We may have a special guest pulling up if we want to just hang on a minute, trying to get a response here.
Oh, the Wanator?
No, the Wanator's entrenched, but it's somebody else that is very friendly to Nets Kingdom that we're in spaces with all the time, and I'm just waiting for a response here. I sent him a link, and we'll see if he joins. We'll give him a couple minutes. Shout out to Mark Rez. Appreciate your super chat, man. Last one for that. Yeah, dude, you must have been working some overtime. Last one for the night. Did you peep every time Bruce Brown scored, he ran back smiling? He knew something we didn't know. Yeah. I don't think I got a vibe, and I don't remember what it was, but Bruce Brown didn't like Harden. That's the vibe I got. Oh, yeah. I got a straight vibe. Dude did not like Harden at all.
Nobody really talked to him after that. I didn't really see nobody dap him up. I didn't even see Claxton dap him up like that, but maybe he did. I don't know.
No, I think tonight's game did all the talking that was needed to be done with James Harden. And I know that they respect dude. I know on some level they'll say they respect and there's no lost love. And I'm pretty sure there isn't. But at the same time, there's part of that where it's bro, you made your decision. It could have been beautiful. I mean, and that's the thing. Say what you want. If you had a motivated James Harden on this team, it still could have been absolutely beautiful to watch. And it's unbelievable that since he got there last year, that you had less than 20 games of these individuals playing together. And it's on some level, these Nets teams know. I think tonight's game for KD and Kyrie wasn't even so much more about James Harden as it was more about showing love and support for Ben Simmons, quite honestly. I think they were over Ben, James Harden leaving before we were, way before we were.
Yeah.
What's up?
While we're waiting, put my Twitter up there.
Put your Twitter. Where's your Twitter, bro? What is it? Because I still haven't gotten a follow from you on Twitter.
Me neither. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, like
I followed every single one of y'all. Number one.
Yeah, you did.
So don't act like y'all ain't see it.
I'm in a search. What is it at? What at?
It's Juvon Carter. Just
he does follow me.
Stop playing with me.
When did this happen?
Why Julian turn up like that? Stop playing with me.
All four of y'all stop playing with me. AJ, you too. Don't play with me like that.
Julian, I got one question for you, bro. Why is your profile picture the fucking Google image J, bro?
I'm gonna fix it. I promise.
What are you doing?
You might have to change your name too, bro.
What's his thing, Julian? What's his thing?
You might have to change your ad handle now, bro.
What should I change it to?
Oh, who's that?
Damn, 12. Oh, did I really think somebody?
12?
Oh, Cash Ransom. It's Cash.
Oh my God.
Cassius Dungeons and Dragons.
Cassius Clay. Welcome, Cash Ransom. Cash Conspiracy.
Cash is in the building. Cash about to make a podcast now. Now that you got a mic, you got to do a podcast. Cash got to do a podcast.
Top your shit, Cash. You are our final speaker. You are gonna get us out of here. Like, talk your shit.
Hold on.
Oh, he's smoking right. He's smoking that.
Cash smoking that Philly pack, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah,
he's smoking
that. Oh my goodness. Well, spark up the Phillies and pass the stout. Because this is a big old fat L for Philly to carry. 2 capital L's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Y'all came out to be drama queens tonight. Y'all came out for
females.
Drama. The Real Housewives of Philadelphia. They will never make it. Why? Because there ain't no luxury mansions in Philadelphia. All the women there be looking like the sacks of meat that Rocky Balboa was punching on in the meat locker.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts. That's all facts. Cash killer. You're like, they're digging you up in the chat, Cash.
A lot of feminine energy tonight.
Having beatnik, inbred, backbone motherfuckers, and y'all, your diet consists of Percocet and Cheese Whiz. Do not ever talk to the Brooklyn Nets about basketball ever again. Y'all take 5 years to be where you think you were like 48 minutes ago.
Yes, Cash. Cook up, Cash.
Y'all spent 5 years to get where we are today.
The process? What process? He said trust the process.
What process?
Processing. Due process.
Due process?
It's due process.
Due process?
This is terrible.
You stupid.
This is atrocious. They should take this team away from this town.
You sound like an old Jewish mother.
This is traumatic. This was Philadelphia Christmas. This was Philadelphia Christmas. They got all dressed up to boo. They got all dressed up and no one to boo but themselves. This is embarrassing.
That's the process right there.
That's the process.
That's the process. Still processing.
Right
now, usually me and Cash get an X and O bag, but it's like you can't even break down this, bro. This was just an ass whooping, bro. Like I have nothing to break down. Like it's an ass whooping. Like we have like
ass whooping.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller said it himself. He said that y'all got taken behind the woodshed. Y'all know what happens behind the woodshed, right? In South Philly. I know those South Jersey kids know what happens behind the woodshed.
The South Jersey kids know what's up.
The South Jersey kids know.
So I said nasty work.
At the general store. It goes down at the general store.
Shout out Mike Goody. He said nasty work. Nasty work.
Nasty work.
Nasty work. Cash, how you feel about James Harden?
Yo, I think he's confident on that Philly pack, bro. Cash, you good? The Philly pack is the Philly pack's hitting.
What? Are you serious, James Harden? Do you know how fast we just dodged a $60 million bullet? We traded an aging superstar who's past his prime already, feels his powers leaving him. Why do you think he forced his way out? Of fear. He was afraid.
He feels his power.
He couldn't wait another season.
Facts.
He could not wait another season. He's afraid. He feels his power's leaving him because he can't continue to party and live the lifestyle he wants to live and be an elite athlete. He is not as serious about his body as other players have been his age or younger. And they just traded us a 25-year-old phenom, the number 1 overall pick that other GMs would fucking kill for. You think Masai Ujiri is excited that we have Ben Simmons?
Nope. Ben Simmons on that Raptors team would have been crazy.
We just got Ben Simmons? No. He wanted us to run our course and then run flat. And now we just reopened our window with 2 more picks on a franchise that's about to dwindle the shit again.
Facts. The whole league's on notice, bro.
Another healthy season from Embiid like this. When are they like? We waited years to see Embiid like this. He's gonna be healthy like this. So like,
facts. That Cash, they say you're preaching in the chat, bro. They say you're preaching.
This shit is delusional. This shit is fucking delusional thing. Like we have to talk about the real things that are good. Like I understand that because people haven't seen it and because of doubt and because of disappointment, people are upset and can be prisoners of the moment and be pissed off and feel like the team is not performing like they should or like we were promised they should. But that does not change what is true about this team, which is we have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and we have more shooting than we've ever had, more shooting than any championship team has ever had, and we're missing Joe Harris. This Philadelphia team did not lose this game because they were too bright for the lights. They lost this game flat out because the better team annihilated them, treated the game harder, played harder, and dissected them at every level of the game, inside, outside. There was no resistance. How many open jump shots did we see tonight?
Yeah.
And wasn't this a great defensive team too? Like I'm pretty sure the consensus was this whole team can play defense.
We played better defense.
Like
the top 5 defense.
This team is top 10 defense. This team is top 10 in offense and defense, and they could not score or stop us.
There's levels to this. KD and Kyrie really said it. Like there's levels to this. Beard man.
You know what?
Look at this man, Daquan. Perk said Embiid. Yo, I swear to God, if Kendrick Perkins ever rolled up in his faces,
my God.
Hey, Perk,
he has the worst takes. Remember when he said the Lakers were gonna go like 72 and 12 or something like that? I don't know.
Set him up like Frankenstein. He'd be like Black Frankenstein in a body, but we would not let him out of the
pack him up, bro. Pack Perkins up because he has the worst takes.
Nerve that he never saw in the NBA.
Oh my God!
We would put him in a double team that he had never seen him before.
And they got the nerve to call him Big Perk.
I ignore him.
Perkins he just get fired.
Shaq and Kobe in the same sentence as the.
Can I just ask one thing? When are the 09 Celtics ever going to shut the fuck up?
Never.
When are the 09 Celtics ever going to shut the fuck up? Like Perk, Rondo, Garnett, Pierce.
All of them. Well, Pierce got fired.
But let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. The nerve of Perk,
the nerve
to the Shaq, that Embiid is on the level of Shaq. We realize Shaq created a whole new rule because he was so dominant.
Yeah,
Hacker Shaq. Like I don't think you understand. It takes a person to be very dominant to have a whole new rule to be made.
Yeah, try to compare Embiid to Shaq. Like what?
I think the Harden to Kobe shit is more disrespectful because
oh my God, rest in peace, Kobe, bro. Rest in peace. He's
Kobe,
turning
right?
on.
Kobe
He's
a
turning
bucket,
right
bro.
now.
You don't gotta, bro. He don't gotta go to the line one time and he dropping 30, bro. Chill out. Don't ever disrespect.
Kobe's
Yo, Howard, what are they gonna shoot 60 free throws against us?
Embarrassed. He's from Pennsylvania. That's crazy. No, that's
you can clearly tell.
That's embarrassing.
The 76ers were looking to play the free throw game tonight, and it didn't work. And shout out to you, Cash, for coming in at this last, we were about to shut it down. And I saw your message, and it's like you're one of my favorites to celebrate with on Twitter and just talk.
Man.
And it's
Cash, you're gonna pull up. Cash is pulling up again. He's gonna pull up on you.
Oh hell yeah!
This ain't the last time he's there. We need you back.
This is gonna be a regular thing
because he got a microphone now. You different, bro. You on your bully, bro. You got a mic now. It's a wrap. You different, bro.
Oh damn, Warriors came back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen, we need it. I mean, and so we can get out of here too, because I know, like, what is there to really say? Like, listen, Nets Nation deserve this. It's nice to have this 2 games in a row. We desperately, I keep saying it, but my soul desperately needed these last couple games. It's getting me. It's changing. I don't want to say it's changing quite yet because I need to see a couple more things.
Need more wins.
It's not that I need more wins. I need to have Ben Simmons in my lineup, and I need to hear Kyrie is playing full time. And as soon as those 2 things happen, and if they happen both within the next week, it will completely drastically change my view of how things are going to go. Because let's be honest,
I think it's going to happen in 24 hours. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I really see him potentially playing Sunday.
Me too. Okay. I think 13th is the date, man.
I don't want to push it though, only because you never know when it's like if a political person at the last second is just like, hey, let's push it one more game. Yeah. I don't whatever they feel comfortable with, because they're the ones that are trying to maneuver out of this situation. So That's why I feel like Kyrie made that statement, like, I'm glad he's on my side.
Well, and I said that to you, Cash. I said this earlier, and I know you agree. And it's like, it's real easy to go at Eric Adams and say, fuck you, Eric Adams, and get mad. But it's like, at the end all be all this, it really comes down to Dumb
Blasey. One of the most
he inherited
unstable situations the city has ever been in the history of America.
Yeah, and he's trying to do his best as a politician for the optics, and I'm sure it's in his plan. I'm sure it's coming. It's just a matter of if and when. The sooner, the better. I think it's only a matter of time. And when those 2 things, when I see Simmons in a Brooklyn uniform starting, and I see Kyrie at home, that completely, like somebody said earlier, a paradigm shift. Like it completely changes the rest of the outlook.
I want their mentality to be this. Mm-hmm. Hey, home fans, we understand you didn't get what you thought you deserved, what you thought you were going to get. So I want them to rattle off like a 10 streak, like a 10 in a row, or 8 out of 10, or win out at home. Like just whenever they're home now, just smush teams. That would be a great way to bring the fan base, ingratiate yourself. Because they've been starved, you know what I mean? They haven't seen Kyrie all season. So they didn't get to see his 50. They didn't get to see this game tonight. You know, they didn't get to see the biggest, we got a huge win in Toronto that people forget about. Remember the first game back in Toronto?
Yeah.
They had in 600 days, I think it was. They hadn't had home basketball in like 3 years because they played in Tampa.
Yeah.
We won that game too. We won in Milwaukee. Like
with just Kyrie.
Team Road Warriors. We should have won in Miami.
Like, oh my God, that game was ours too.
Road Warriors. The team is Road Warriors.
But that was before Seth and Dre.
Yo, this team loves doubt. This team loves the chip up. You know what's the funny thing is? I think we missed it the whole time. That the identity of this team is fucking count us out. Like count us out right now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be counting every single one of those tweets. We're going to be counting every single one of those doubts. And that's just going to make the chip on our shoulder that much bigger. Because they looked like they wanted this game more than either of them have wanted any game maybe in their entire careers.
Yeah, they won this game bad. The whole team is locked in, bro. The whole team
looked like they wanted it more than any game they had ever played. And that's like, what more could you want from your team? Going into the playoffs, effort like this, like I understand where we're at, but promise you, like AJ's been in there, Saint's been in there, Chubbs has been in there. Like these other fans are coming into net spaces and saying we do not want the smoke.
Yeah,
they don't want it. I'm gonna go on Hoop Spaces tomorrow. Y'all can jump in there, and I don't even know how I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk to Chris tomorrow.
You gonna do a 24-hour space again?
Yo, Cash is about to go crazy in spaces. Make sure you guys follow Cash. What's your at now? What's your at?
I might space the clock around.
Here, I'll put up his at real quick.
Yeah. Spam those praying hand emojis for Kyrie, man. We're gonna manifest that energy. Put the praying hand emojis for Kyrie. We're manifesting Kyrie 24 hours, man. We need that Kyrie news in 24 hours.
Good energy is good for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's good for you. It's good for your mental health.
Yeah,
it's good for everybody.
Yeah, Spaces is gonna go. I was telling everybody, like, I can't wait to listen to all the media circus tomorrow. The First Take, Undisputed, all the guys who were talking mad smack about us. What are you gonna say now? What you gonna say now, bro?
Yo, I can't wait for RJ and Crawford. Jamal Crawford is who I'm waiting for. He's been with us from the beginning. Like, RJ is always got our backs, but he's, sometimes RJ's like kind of sassy. Like, he's got to get his flames off, Yeah. He can't help himself. But I'm telling you right now, like, this.
If we get this Kyrie news, bro, in 24 hours, like, oh my God, what a win for Nets Nation! Like, what?
But even if we don't get news for 10 days, are we playing anybody now that you guys are remotely worried about?
No.
Our strength of schedule per tankathon before this game, remaining games, was 27th overall. Guru had it at 17th, respectfully. So you could go. I mean, I haven't checked wax cleaning the glass. If you guys have other references that you could check, go check them. But I mean, on average, I would say we fall above 23 in terms of strength of schedule remaining.
Yeah, after this game, the schedule just really becomes weaker and weaker.
It's
like,
weakness.
It's
this is victims. This is
food. We went through the struggle in those early March.
Game until the 21st of March. Like, that's the Jazz, and then you have the Grizzlies and then the Heat. But that was your last tough games. Then you play the Hornets. Then you play the Pistons, the Bucks.
What's up, Rage? Yeah, no, I'm going back to the schedule right now. You said the 21st.
The 21st is the Jazz. That'll be tough, but I do think, like, if you have Kyrie back for that game, which is possible, and I think it's probable, but, like, you're winning that game with in my opinion, like, and then you should have Ben Simmons by then too. You're at home, and that'll probably. I'm guessing that's Ben Simmons' first.
I'm gonna show respect to the Mavericks too. The Mavericks are no pushovers.
Oh yeah, and they got.
They'll be all right, but I don't think they're hanging with us if Kyrie's there.
Oh, and Dinwiddie's there, and he's performing good. That could be a good matchup.
Can I tell you
that'll be fun.
Game, the Mavericks game for me is a huge Nic Claxton game. He showed it tonight. Now he's got to show it in a game that's not necessarily the biggest game or the, you know what I'm saying, like the show out.
You petty for putting that up there.
Yeah, if he's able to show out and really help play defense against Luka, not shut him down, but really make his life miserable, and also play strong minutes against Dwight Powell. Those two, because he can play against both of those guys, so I really want to see him really involved in the switch.
And Dorian Finney too. We can't forget about Dorian Finney.
I was absolutely
and Tim Hardaway Jr. too. Yeah.
I also want
to he's out.
Like, so you have Spencer and you have Luka, right? I mean, you should have Ben and Bruce by that time, right?
Yeah, hopefully we do.
You have good enough defenders, and I feel like your switch is good enough. I also want to see I do want to see a lot more of Nic Claxton, just because you'll see it. There will be a lot of games where you do need to switch, and where you go up against smaller teams, and Claxton's just perfect for that. And if Claxton is performing at the same, if he's showing that finishing ability he showed tonight, he's perfect. He's taking advantage, and he's taking his time. Like you see with those post hooks that I've seen in prior games, he'd force up the post hook and then never go in. It would never go in. When he takes his time, take a good layup. Like, now, this is just what Claxton has to do. You're 6'11". Take advantage. Like, yeah, you're not the heaviest, but you have some length, and you can get to the basket and finish the ball. Like, that's your job. And now he proved it tonight. He was literally doing what he had to do against Harden. Yes, it's Harden, but he was being smart, and that's all you need out of the guy. That's the guy. That's what you want to pay. you want to pay him. That's say LaMarcus retires or something.
Rage, I tweeted tonight. They should have offered him a contract extension at halftime.
Say LaMarcus is gone after this season, right? You're fine. Like if you have Claxton, he's performing like you have.
We have no centers under contract except for Dayron, and that's it.
And then you'll see what happens with Drummond. But I mean, if Drummond keeps playing the way he is, and then we're just seeing and our team keeps winning, I don't think Drummond would want to be anywhere else. I mean, he'd probably get paid more. You know? Like if I feel like I like Joe Harris, I really do. But him getting off of the books would really be helpful for our free agency.
Did you guys see Pod? What Pod tweeted out? He took a picture with the mayor. He took a picture with the mayor. He said, "I talked to the mayor tonight before the game," and he posted a picture with him and the mayor.
Oh,
that's Pod. I don't know.
He said that's Pod. I wrote under Pod's tweet. I was like, "Yo, you better have told him." I was like, "You better have told him to free Kyrie, bro." It was like, Pod, you better have told him to free Kyrie.
I haven't been on the.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sick.
You seen this thing?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. That's good.
That's crazy.
James
I hope he told me
really
free
was
Kyrie.
1%. That's actually embarrassing.
Yeah, man. But thank you guys again. Follow Cash on Twitter. We'll be back again. We'll be back on Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. Great win, y'all, and make sure you guys hit that like button.
Oh man,
we smoking on that.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for that? When Kyrie back, y'all ready for that 6P?
That's 6P.
Stop.
That's 3P.
How many? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5,
not
6.
Facts.
Yo, that's hilarious. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Not you remember when Braun did that?
Like what LeBron said, but
that's what I was referring to, man.
That was bad funny when you said
that's
that.
That's really hilarious. No, but it's crazy.
Yo, this was funny. Why is his head so big?
The whole world is smoking on that.
Look at his forehead, man.
The whole world is smoking on that Philly pack, including Elon Musk himself.
Elon Musk was even smoking on the Philly pack, bro.
Elon Musk leaked footage
and
of
his Tesla
Musk smoking that 76ers pack.
I just realized who edited his forehead.
Oh,
why did y'all give him a cranium?
That's how we end the stream right there. You gotta end
right
the
there, y'all. Hey, Cash, appreciate you coming up. Everybody, appreciate great team win. I'm loving it.
I am vengeance, fucking Bruce. No!
Bruce Wayne, baby. Bruce Wayne
Brown.
Yo, this man is having an outer body experience. This man is not. I don't know who this man thinks he is playing basketball at this level, but it's ridiculous.
I'm loving it. I'm here for it. All right, y'all.
Much love.
We up out of here.
Thanks for having me, man.
6P.
6P.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Not 1, not 2.
We're talking.